Hey everyone, it's Kathleen and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you decided to click on this video and come hang out with me today. So in today's video, I thought that would be fun to do 3 Harry Potter DIYs, and these are very small, so they're perfect for displaying on your shelf, and it doesn't take up much room, so I thought that these would be great and they're very easy. So I'm not going to talk too much more, so let's get straight to the video. So DIY number 1 is I am going to make the flying keys from the first movie / book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And you're going to just need a few things for this DIY. You're going to need some skeleton keys. So I have 2 about the same size, and I have this small one. Now this could be a little bit, it could be expensive or inexpensive. I got this from a craft store. I believe it was Michael's, and it was like $11, so I thought it was a bit much for something this small. But a cheaper alternative would be to go to an antique place or a flea market, and I got these for about $5 each, so it's a little bit less expensive, and I'm sure there are places where you can find small skeleton keys in bulk for pretty cheap. So you're gonna need some keys. So for your wings, it doesn't really matter what kind of material you use. You can use plastic, you can use scrapbook paper, whatever, but I wanted to use something really a little see-through, so it's this iridescent. I guess you could call this unicorn skin maybe. I got this off of a old iridescent tablecloth, and I just separated plastic from the cloth, and I'm going to use this. You're going to need a hot glue gun and some hot glue sticks. I got some notebook paper, and I put each key on there and kind of traced out how I wanted the wings to look, so I can cut these out and use them for my templates. That's what I did for the small one. For this one, I have like a kind of a butterfly effect. I don't know if I'll go that through all of them, but we'll see. And then for my other key, I have this. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it all together. With your wing templates cut out, hold them in place using a straight pin or a bobby pin like I did here, and just cut the shapes out of the iridescent fabric. After cutting another pair of wings off camera, I am now gluing both the sides together. With your 2 completed wings, now you will glue them together in the middle using a dot of hot glue. Using another dot of hot glue, attach the key to the wings. And now repeat these steps as many times as you'd like until you are satisfied with your flying keys. Please be very careful with the hot glue. For my younger witches and wizards, I would recommend a low temperature hot glue gun, or for you to ask your parents to help you, because I do not want you burning yourselves. So that is DIY number 1 done. Honestly, they turned out better than I imagined. I mean, this one might be probably my favorite, honestly. I really like this one. I think it's just really cute. I love the wings. I think this one's adorable. And this one's interesting. I kind of like this one too. So, very happy. And for what you can do with these, you could always make it a necklace maybe a smaller one. What I'm planning on probably doing with these part of the year, well, during the Christmas season, is turning them into ornaments, so you can do that too. So what you can also get some fishing line or clear string and suspend them from your shelf or ceiling and make it look like they're actually floating. So yeah, there's a lot you can do with these. Okay, so DIY number 2, I'm gonna say it's very heavily inspired by Cherry Wallace, another Harry Potter YouTuber, probably in the top of my favorite Harry Potter YouTubers. And basically we are going to be recreating small versions of the house points glass tubes. So hers were a little bit bigger, so this is very inspired by her, but I'm using a little bit smaller items, and but the premise is basically the same. But instead of the very big glass test tubes that she got from, I think, IKEA, I found these small test tubes at Michael's. I actually got these like last year because I wanted to do this ever since I saw her video. But I found these, and I thought that these would be great, like really, in case like you can't fit, in case you have a smaller bookshelf maybe, or whatever. So these are about $1, I think. I think they only sell them during the Halloween season. I could be wrong, but they have these little not wooden, cork stoppers, so they're not exactly the most stable. So I cut out 4 of these little circles by measuring one of the corks, so that way it will sit flat, hopefully. Also for this craft, I have gold paint and a paintbrush to paint the corks and cardboard bottom to kind of look more like the tubes at Hogwarts. For the house points, I followed basically Cherry Wallace's tutorial and got these little micro beads at the craft store. So I have Gryffindor here. I have Slytherin. And I have Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. And you can get more or less of whatever. I have the most for Gryffindor because I'm a Gryffindor. I got more for Slytherin since my best friend and my boyfriend are both Slytherins. And then I just got these because I didn't feel like spending much more money. So the micro beads are a little bit pricier, but you could also use craft glitter, chunky or thin. You could basically just whatever looks kind of like gems to you, do it. Lastly, well, last couple of things, I printed out and cut out little house crests. So Gryffindor, Slytherin, if it'll focus, Slytherin. We have Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, and these crests are a little different than the one that Cherry used. She used more of the Pottermore crest, and I just like to look at these. So you can choose whatever style of crest you want, and to attach them, I got a little experimental. I wanted to use Mod Podge, but I didn't have any, so I used an old Coke bottle, mixed some Elmer's glue and water. It might be a little too thin, so if not, we'll just be hot gluing these babies. So yeah, let's get to that DIY. I'm gonna stop talking now.
So I begin by hot gluing all the cardboard to the bottoms of the corks. And now I'm painting all the corks gold, just so it looks a little nicer and like it belongs in the Great Hall. Once your stoppers are dry, it's time to start filling your tubes with your house point beads. And again, you can choose which house has the most points, so it's very customizable. So if you want Hufflepuff in the lead, you can do that. If you want Slytherin in the lead, you can do that. If you want Ravenclaw in the lead, you can do that. You can totally glue your stoppers into your tubes, but I prefer leaving it unglued so I can add more points later. Now is the time to break out the Mod Podge or whatever adhesive you have for your crests. Using a paintbrush you don't care about, gently swipe on the adhesive and gently tap it into place. Repeat this for every house point counter. Overall, I'm really happy with how this DIY turned out. I definitely want to get more beads for Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, but other than that, I'm really happy with this new display piece for my shelf.
So for the third and last DIY, I wanted to make a display potion for my shelf, and couldn't decide what potion I wanted to do, and my best friend Kristen suggested Wolfsbane, so that's what we're gonna do. So I have this little glass bottle, and I've had it for a while because I wanted to make a potion out of it because it has perfect shape for it, so you'll need one of these. For the color inside, I was gonna use a acrylic paint, but I didn't think that would be, the finish would be a little more matte than I would like. So I'm gonna experiment a little, and I have grabbed a variety of blue and purple nail polishes, some shimmery, some matte, and I'm gonna experiment and hope this works out because I kind of want a more shimmery and shiny finish, so we'll see how that goes. So the flower Wolfsbane is a bluish purple color, like a very violet royal blue color. It's kind of in between there, so I'm hoping I can achieve that with this. And I'm also going to be adding a label, kind of like I did in the last DIY, with a printed out label and Mod Podge, or the DIY I made over here, which turned out pretty good. And I got this really pretty, or found this really pretty label, and this label is actually from Metamorphomagus Sphinx on DeviantArt. So I'm gonna link her down below, because or link this down below if you would like this really pretty label. So yeah, let's get to this DIY.
So I began my experimenting with this, what I could call a gunmetal blue shimmery polish, and basically I poured it into the vial and swirled it around. I did the same thing with a sky blue turquoise shimmery polish. By the way, these are all old polishes that were separating, so I wasn't being wasteful with brand new polishes. Now I'm incorporating a true blue polish and swirling it around like before. I am trying to incorporate more blues because the potion is described as emitting a blue smoke. The final polish I'll be using is this purple color to incorporate the color of the Wolfsbane flower. This last polish is perfect for completely coating the inside of the bottle and making sure that all gaps are filled in. Now it's time to shake it all around and blend the colors together to create an interesting gradient. Once you are satisfied with the color, it is now time to move on to the last step. So my brush was too hard to use, so I used a fluffed up Q-tip to spread Mod Podge all over the back of the label. Now place the label wherever you please and I am also going to use the Q-tip, the dry side, to clean up any excess Mod Podge.
So this turned out pretty good, but a lot messier than I expected. But I love the colors. Like, it definitely is that mix of purple and blue I was looking for, and I love the shimmer of it. So I definitely like that better than a matte purple. And I am obsessed with this Wolfsbane Potion label. I am very happy with how this turned out. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching my brand new video, and thank you for coming to hang out with me today. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below and add a little more Lumos to your day. And leave me a comment down below and tell me which of these DIYs was your favorite. I hope that you have a magical week and that we all continue to live Lumos every day. Bye!